Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public and Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into our show. In this segment, talking about our dear friends at the American Heart Association, the great work that they're doing in November packs a wallop as far as the great things that are happening. More so, November 7th is the Eat Healthy Day, a huge day that all leads into what is an awesome event where people who have been touched with someone who is who's had heart issues or maybe heart disease or had been through the journey of heart disease, culminating on the Heart Walk on November 17th. So here to talk to us, a friend of ours with the folks at Energy, our utility friend as well, Michael Grumich.
That's correct,
who is
Brad.
a senior staff analyst at Energy, but more so a volunteer and a survivor. And Michael, great to have you here.
Thank you very much, Brad.
Before we get into the whole great works that the American Heart Association are doing, My Heart, My Life, and all the stuff that's happening in November, tell me a little about, if you don't mind, about your personal journey and how you are a survivor.
Very good. I've been involved with the Heart Association for about the past 5 years, actively involved as a team captain and team walker. Last year I led the Energy campaign, and we came in company number one, I might say, last year. But 15 years ago, I look pretty much the way I do today. My hair was a little darker, but I woke up one night and I had the traditional symptoms of a heart attack. Chest pains in the middle, very strong. I sat up in bed and I thought, what is this? What is this? Then I remembered all
How would you describe that? Because I'm sure in your mind you have to think, I'm not having a heart attack here. This must be something. I ate something. Did I, you know?
This is a true story that I had a dream right before I woke up. A dream in which I was like in a graveyard, and in my dream I was pushing like a tombstone off of my chest.
No way.
I then woke up. I mean, it reminded me of a scene from the Christmas Carol when they were in the cemetery.
Oh, right.
But I woke up, I sat up, and I'm doing this, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is it. I know what this is. And I had no risk factors. If you would look at me then, I was lean, and my wife and I eat a Mediterranean lean type diet. I was a runner. I still am a runner. I exercised multiple times a week. But I have a family hereditary factor that means that I'm susceptible to clotting.
Risk.
Exactly.
Heart disease, yeah.
After this happened, I then found out that my sister had clotting issues. My brother had clotting issues. My dad died of blood clots. And so for the rest of my life, I will be on, blood thinners. But now I know. One thing my cardiologist said, though, he said, if you hadn't been in the shape you were, if you hadn't had the lifestyle, it would not have been a small heart attack.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
And I know you're here because you're passionate about your own personal journey with heart disease, but more so that the American Heart Association has some great events coming up. Eat Healthy Day, November 7th, in partnership with our friends at Second Harvest Food Bank.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little about what people can expect on the 7th, National Eat Healthy Day. What I'm sure you guys are doing. What is the purpose? What are they trying to promote?
This is an education effort to get the word out, to get people to focus on what they eat and how it affects them. Tomorrow is the kickoff for the Eat Healthy effort, and it will continue through our Heart Walk, which is going to be on Saturday, November the 17th in Audubon Park. At that particular Heart Walk, we're inviting the community members to come to the Heart Walk, to join us. There's no cost, to bring non-perishable food and drop it off at the Heart Walk, and it will benefit Second Harvester Food Bank.
And the nice part about it is, the lesson here is that this #1 killer is largely a preventable disease. And that's kind of what we need to people. You today can make a decision that hopefully will affect your future outcome by just making a change in dietary, in health and exercise. And those are things that, outside of your issue, hereditary issues, there's some things that truly that people can do with just a change in their lifestyle.
And it can be a small change at first.
Yes.
I think most of us who have issues, they know they perhaps are carrying too much weight. They know they don't make time for exercise. They know they don't grab enough fiber. They grab too much processed food, you know. They grab things with too much sodium, too much fat. And so this is part of the initiative that the Heart Association has, and it's true with the Heart Walk. The whole emphasis is here is for research and education within the community.
And well, and you know, the interesting thing is that this thing, heart disease, does not discriminate.
Oh, absolutely.
It does not for age or gender or economic status. It truly
is very fair.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. And you talk to your friends. If you have an incident, Brad, ever like a stroke or a heart attack, you will find your friends who you never knew had heart issues, or had a father with a heart issue, or a mother who died of a stroke, or a grandmother will tell you it's every family.
Yep. And the nice part about it, as we said, it's Eat Healthy Day on the 7th, but then it all culminates on a great event on the 17th, the New Orleans Heart Walk.
That's right. Could I
at
tell you a
Audubon Park,
little?
and it's fantastic.
Let me tell you about that in the past. We typically have 5,000 walkers come. We have over 50 companies that create teams, and the goal for the Heart Walk is $500,000. And they are at about 66% of that goal today, and they still have 2 weeks. And typically there's a big thrust at the end to get us over the top.
And it's going to be a great thing. Audubon Park, always a great venue for that.
It is Shelter 10, that's right off of Magazine Street, right near that bandstand that they have off of the lagoon. It's a great setting.
And the nice part about it too, come walk, but more so learn.
That's right.
There's educational booths and information and resources. Get tests done. More so, the walk starts at, at least the festivities begin at 8. The walk at 9:30.
That's correct.
And there'll be a lot of you know, folks that are out there, sponsors that are deeply involved in the American Heart Association.
That's right. And if anyone who comes is a survivor, there is a tent there where they can pick up, and I'm very proud of this hat myself, Brad. I picked it up.
This must be your running hat. You're running this hat, do you not? I can see the sweat.
This is not pristine. This has been very well used. But
love it.
I love this hat because I'm here.
Yes. Beautiful stuff. And the nice part about it too, everybody, the dollars that are raised support the American Heart Association and their effort, more so for their educational efforts as well, to educate people on heart disease.
I'd like to remind you that Cox Cable is a sponsor of the Heart Walk.
We are.
Prominently shown down here. And of course, there's another company, your utility company here, Entergy. And our companies have been sponsors because we want the community to improve their lifestyle. I read something this morning that the Heart Association put together, and I thought it was a good byline or catch line to have toward the end here. It's eat healthy, walk more, live longer and healthier life, and I would add another H to that, happy.
Good.
Another happy life.
Let's remind everybody real quickly everything you need to know about the American Heart Association's Heart Walk coming up. If you're interested, you can call the 800 number, 800-AAH, USA1, or visit their website, which is real simple, heart.org. Real easy to do. Everybody, thank you so much for having Michael here today. What a great story. Great to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your passion, your willingness to volunteer and make a difference. And I know many of our viewers are inspired by that. And hopefully they'll think about those who they know who've had heart disease and get out there and support them with a Heart Walk on the 17th.
Thank you very much, Barry.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
All right.
All right, everybody, that wraps up this segment of Cox Connections. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.